Hi, I'm Olena of popthepimple.com and welcome to 10 days of busting beauty myths. Today is day 5. Today's myth is that a pimple forms overnight. I know that sometimes when I've tried certain products, it would definitely seem as though I'd break out instantly. You know, like at the end of the day, I'd already be seeing new pimples forming. But the truth of the matter is that it can take up to 8 weeks for a pimple to actually form and to go through all its stages. How a pimple forms initially is you get the tiniest little clog in your pore called a microcomedone. It's so small that you probably won't even notice it. But other factors such as your skincare, your diet, your levels of inflammation, hormones can influence what will happen to that microcomedone. So somebody who has a healthy immune system, for instance, when they get a tiny little microcomedone, they won't notice it. The microcomedone will come and go. And so people without acne, people without pimples, people with clear skin, they do get microcomedones all the time, but they don't notice them because, again, the microcomedones come and go. The immune system takes care of them. When a healthy immune system takes care of a microcomedone, then there's no aftermath to deal with. There's no big pimple or cyst or anything when your immune system is healthy. But now let's look at somebody who has, for instance, leaky gut. So their gut is permeable, their immune system is on high alert because of intruders coming in all the time from various foods. And now you have a food sensitivity that you're dealing with. So your body is in a state of chronic inflammation, which means that it's on high alert. And when you do get a tiny little microcomedone, your already trigger happy immune system goes to town on that microcomedone. It sends in white blood cells, cytokines to help get rid of the microcomedone, but it sends in like the armed forces to deal like with one little microcomedone. It's the equivalent of, coming to a knife fight with a nuclear bomb. It's a little too much. You can just bring your knife. So a chronically inflamed immune system is one that is a little outrageous. And when it goes in to fix the problem, the little microcomedone, it turns the microcomedone into a blackhead, a whitehead, a full-blown pimple or cyst. That's what causes the redness and the swelling. It's actually your immune system. And usually this process takes up to 8 weeks. So when you get a new pimple, it doesn't mean that it is because of something you did yesterday. It means that there was a microcomedone about 8 weeks ago in your skin that now turned into that pimple, where your immune system has been fighting it off. So when you see a pimple, that's when the fight that your immune system was having with the little clog, or whether it was the P. acnes bacteria in the clog, that's pretty much the climax of the fight between the clog and your immune system. I know that your first instinct is to pop that pimple, and I know that that's the name of my blog. Pop the Pimple is actually a joke. I don't think that anybody should ever pop pimples. And though I was a notorious pimple popper, what I found with, practicing patience with myself and a lot of self-love is when a pimple comes up nowadays, very rarely, but when it does, I notice it right from the beginning. I can spot a pimple. But when I notice a pimple in the very beginning, I don't touch it, I don't pop it, I don't do anything different with my face, like I don't dry out the pimple. Because if you think about it, now my immune system is dealing with a problem and I can see that my immune system is dealing with a problem, right? If there's like a little pimple. So instead, I apply antioxidants to my skin. I make sure that I'm well moisturized. So I maintain the integrity of my skin instead of popping the pimple. And this results in the pimple coming and going really quickly. And the pimple is never as big as I expect. When you actually let a pimple grow to its maturity without popping it, it's usually not as bad as you think it will be. It just seems so when you experience the initial swelling that can happen. But the little head that comes out is usually a tiny one, and it goes away on its own because your immune system is taking care of things. The blood nourishes That area brings oxygen and nutrients in there, and then it also cleans the area and takes all the gunk away. So you really don't have to do anything. What you should be focusing on is maintaining a healthy immune system and making sure that you are taking care of yourself from every angle, meaning that you're getting enough sleep, that you're managing your stress levels, that you're eating a whole foods balanced diet so that your inflammation levels are down. Because if you are breaking out a little bit, a lot, and if it's really bad and you have cystic acne, that means that your inflammation levels are off the charts, and it's something that you need to take very, very seriously. So if you see a pimple, then it's too late to fight it. The best way to prevent pimples is to work on preventing pimples. That means making sure that your body is healthy, making sure that your skin is clean and your pores are open, well exfoliated. Just be very, very gentle on your skin. And if you need more answers on what it is that you should do to get really, really amazing clear skin, then you should sign up for my 28 Days of Clear Skin video series, where I divulge my best 28 hacks for clear skin, including everything. Lifestyle, skincare, diet, everything. Mindset even. So look there for answers. If you're interested in more busted beauty hacks, then go to popthepimple.com/myths to get every single one of my 10 days of busting beauty myths in your inbox. And I will talk to you tomorrow.